Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me. Today we have a special, somewhat comedic project that we're going to be reviewing. It's called The World's Smallest Phone, introducing the Zanco Tiny T1. The Zanco Tiny T1 is the smallest fully functional mobile phone in the world, which I suppose is true as a standalone thing. So as you can see here in the video, it's literally like the size of a thumb drive. Um, Size of a coin, and it it apparently is fully functional, meaning that it can make calls and receive calls, and it can also receive text messages, and I guess send text messages. It uses a nano SIM, and it's super small, 13 grams. Those are the dimensions. One key thing with this is that it actually only works on 2G networks, and it's not a smartphone, so it can't surf the internet or send email or anything like that, but it's a phone, and apparently it works. So, according to, even in their own thing, they actually say somewhere here, it started out as a joke. Like, um, they didn't intend to do it, but yeah. Like, they just said, hey, well, how small can we make a phone? And this is what they came up with. And here it is. Started a bit of a joke, and now it become a reality. A few years ago, they had a bigger one, which was already small, and they said, hey, let's make one half the size. And yeah, so it's branded the Zanco. This is the Zanco guy, I guess. Made in Shenzhen, of course. But the funny thing is, this thing's freaking cheap. It's like 30 pounds, which is, I don't know what, 45, 50 bucks for the early, super early bird. Regular early birds, only 35 and 39 for the full price one. So as we can see here, let's see what's available now. 30 pounds is only 40 US, so that's pretty good. And they have 772 left. So they've actually got a pretty good buzz going on, but still plenty of the early birds left. This thing has got a month to go, and it's 250 backers, and they're about 50% of the way. So this is one of those rare cases where, it's still up in the air if this is going to happen or not. Let's just play the video really fast. I don't think you really even need to see it, but it's just all people being amused at how small this thing is.
Does that work?
Officially the smallest mobile phone in the world.
So, they go through some detail on how small it is, makes a great gift. One of the things is they mentioned at the beginning, like it's a novelty for people who are, into electronics or something, but then later on, they actually, I guess they brainstormed and they figured out, oh, you can use it when you're jogging, and
For joggers, runners, walkers, cyclists, or if you're into extreme sports.
use it as a
Whether
backup
you're
phone.
looking for a backup for safety on a night out, or maybe your smartphone doesn't fit your look, the Zanco Tiny T1 has you covered. Fit the Zanco Tiny T1.
So I could imagine, like, yeah, like they mentioned, keep it in your glove box. Like maybe your phone runs out of batteries or breaks, you're stuck on the road somewhere. Um, you can put your SIM card in here, or you can keep a SIM card in there. So and apparently it actually works. I can't imagine what kind of speaker it's got in there. Must be pretty horrible. These guys are out of the UK, as you can tell from this guy's horrible accent.
They love it. So within just 14 weeks from the end of this campaign, you too could be holding this in your hand. First in...
The problem is they're not saying like, oh, it sounds really awesome, or oh, the quality's really good. They're just saying, oh my god, I can't believe this thing works. So anyway, there was a funny scene in here. Where is it? Where they actually show you like keeping it in your pocket.
Keep in your bag, pocket, or glove compartment. You
And I think this is totally not randomly chosen. If you guys remember Steve Jobs, I think when he was introducing the iPod Nano, he pulled it out. When he introduced the first iPods, he had it in his pocket while he came out. And then in the case of the Nano, he had it in this little coin pocket inside his jeans. And when I watched this, I was instantly reminded, I think when they said like, started from a joke, the joke they stole it from was from SNL. This is probably from 2005 2005 or 2006, obviously when Steve Jobs was still alive, and they were talking about that iPod Nano and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to play a really short clip before I get a copyright infringement. So I'm going to keep it to 5 or 10 seconds only.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled about this. Introducing the new iPod Pequeno.
And actually, that was the second one that he showed. He showed a couple other ones. And then he throws that away and shows another one. The iPod Invisa or something like that.
Okay, wait a minute, Steve Jobs. I don't even think you're really holding anything.
I am. The iPod Invisa, the perfect stocking stuffer. It holds 8 million songs.
So anyway, I don't want to get sued by or blocked by YouTube or anything. So
The iPod Micro.
So anyway, you guys get the idea. So in the spirit of fake Steve Jobs on SNL from 10 plus years ago, here's the Zanco Z Tiny T1. Actually not so bad. Like, it is kind of a joke, but you know, using it jogging or whatever, potentially could actually be useful. And the talk time and stuff is not that bad. 180 minutes. Whoever's going to talk 180 minutes, but has 3 minutes, 3 days standby time. I think one big thing, and they do try to make it clear in here in a couple spots, is that it's only 2G. And so they actually say somewhere in here, it's a 2G network only, and you have to, let me see where they list it. Considerations before pledging. So it only works on 2G minutes. Check that the 2G network, there actually is a 2G network where you live. So I'm thinking in most Western countries, they've even turned off 2G. So double check that. And then they only have it in 2 frequencies. So if you live in a country with some weird frequencies, it may not work. So that's dependent on your SIM card. That's dependent on your carrier. So even if you bought it and your particular SIM card doesn't work, you could actually probably maybe get a prepaid SIM card from another network that might actually work. But also, yeah, it doesn't have internet capability, only uses nano SIM, so you might have to cut up your old SIM card to get it to fit, etc., etc. So anyway, that's it for this guy. Pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to give it a thumbs up, because worst case scenario, even if it sucks as a phone, it's only 30 pounds or 40 bucks or whatever it is. So not the end of the world if it totally sucks. And it does make a good, I mean, I can just imagine all the, you know, especially at that price, all the fun you could have with this thing, or things like you could leave it at your friend's house, like put it in the trash can and then eavesdrops on them for the next 180 minutes to hear them talk about you after you leave. All kinds of stuff you could do. So anyway, have fun with the Zanco Tiny T1, and see you guys next time here on Go Kick Me. Do give us a thumbs up and check out our other videos, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also subscribe here on YouTube. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.